Hey, you guys, you already know it's Deanna Marie coming to kick it with you for a minute right quick. And I mean right quick. No, I'm serious. Like, how you guys doing on this fine Wednesday? That's right. That's right. So, you guys already know I'm not going to wait. I know, like, I really be wanting to sometime, but I just start talking. You know what I'm saying? How you doing? Deborah and everything. I saw the name. I was cleaning my glasses, but I kind of got you like that. How you doing? So, y'all, I just wanted to come on here right quick because, like, I feel like it's been forever since I've done, like, a random Wednesday. I mean, it probably hasn't been forever. I guess I did one last week. Whatever. Or was it last week? I don't even know. Because I've been sick. You know what I mean? And it's been so crazy. But I feel much better. I'm really glad that I took the time to rest. I'm so glad you're grand. Because I'm grand. And you're grand. And like, we're grand. It's so grand, right? I know. Hi, Liz. How you doing? That's right. Okay, so you guys see that the subject is why not you? Like, why not you, right? So, I don't know. I think I tell you guys a lot of times that I do a lot of reflecting. And one thing that it's really been really cool, like, since I've been doing lives, like, I've been watching them, and sometimes I'll watch them like, thank you. I really like it too. Sometimes I watch the lives. Hi, Calvin. How you doing? Like, long time no see. I'm glad you all writing things and walking amongst the living and things, because I ain't seen you. But I still love you. I hope you're well, honey. Okay, so anyways, you guys. So I reflect a lot. So anyway, since I've been doing these lives, I've been like watching myself. And I know I tell you guys that all the time, but not watching myself like that, but like just listening back to my words so that my words can penetrate me, so that I can kind of speak life into me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, and since I've been doing that, I realized how many years I've been keeping a journal, for example, and I've never gone back to look at who I was then. You know what I'm saying? I love you, boo. I never really went back to read it. Now, I would write, and I love to write, but when you don't go back to see your growth or to see or hear your mindset, sometimes you don't really see yourself. Okay, and so since I've been doing lives and just different things I've been doing, and I have to watch myself, I'm learning so many things about Deanna Marie. I had no idea. I really had. I know that I feel passionate. For example, I am a passionate person, but I didn't know that I look passionate. I know that I like to keep it real. I know that I'm really not a good liar. So, like, I just tell the truth. Whatever. And so, I mean, it gets me in trouble sometimes, but I realize it gets me in trouble because most people just don't tell the truth. We live in a society that it's not safe to say things, and it's a faux pas if you say this or if you say that to this person, but I don't believe in that. No, because that's where turmoil begins. Because people aren't speaking their truth. And I'm not saying be rude. I'm not saying you have to be and you don't have to do all that. Take off your earrings. No, it's a way to do everything, right? But I think that's the problem. I think we don't talk to each other enough. We assume things and we don't talk and use our words. And so because it's not proper thing to do, and I just don't agree with that. You know what I'm saying? But so anyway, getting back to, you know, as I'm looking at myself, I'm looking at like and just listening to myself. So this why not you came about because I don't know if you watched last night, and last night was like random for real. for real. But you know, I watched it probably 3 or 4 times, and every time I watched it, and I'm always looking for something different. Okay, I'm always looking for. I want to make sure it's valuable for you. So I want to make sure that even though I'm silly and I'm fun and I'm effervescent and all these things, what I want the most is for me to exchange value for your time. Because like I've said this a million times, your time is worth more than the US dollar. So you have to be very careful where you spend your time. It goes by fast. You don't even realize, and you look up and you're 30 or you're 35 and you're like, oh my gosh, what happened? I don't even know what, it happens so quickly. And so anyway, the first thing I want to do is give you value. I definitely want to entertain you and make you smile and think and just a whole bunch of different things, okay? But that's it. That's that. Another thing I look for is how have you grown, Deanna Marie? What do you hear about yourself? What do you see in yourself that you can say, man, you've come a long way? So what inspired this talk today was the fact that yesterday, last night's live, I said to myself, hi, Patrice, how you doing? That's right. Anyways, I'm going to tell you what I'm doing one day. Like, I'm always practicing different vocal exercises and different things I can do with my voice to keep my throat open. So I'm actually, when I say how you doing, right? I'm exercising my intercostal muscles, and I'm keeping my throat open. I'm making sure everything is open. So, and I'm breathing and I'm doing stuff. So I'm just silly on top of it. I know, whatever. So, anyways, on last night's live, I said, I got my master's degree, and I was like, I didn't think I could do it. I didn't think I could, to be honest with you. But anyways, blah, 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 whatever I was saying. But every time I went back to watch my live, that stuck out to me. And I had to stop and say, wait a minute, why do you think you couldn't? How come you couldn't? What made you think that? Because a lot of times, you guys, we have to really stop and reflect on, y'all know I be getting deep, so I take my glasses off. Whatever. We have to stop and reflect on things like that. Because these little things, because this is a lot. So when I say I couldn't get my master's, that means I was in my 30s, because that's when I got my master's degree. That means if I didn't think that I could in my 30s, I'm still in my 30s, whatever, then I just was dealing with some really deep unworthiness issues. Okay? I didn't feel like I was worthy. Why didn't I feel like I was worthy? Why didn't I think I had the capabilities to do such things? Where did I get this lie from in my head? Okay, and this lie, because obviously I kind of just went over it, kind of like I did in the live last night. I was like, I didn't think I could, really. I mean, I don't know. But anyways, and we kind of do that to important milestones in our life, things that will catapult us to another level if we stop and pay attention to it. So I had to stop and I had to reflect. But now, if we're not watching ourselves, so if you're not doing a live, or if you're not doing, you can do a video journal. It's amazing when you see your face, you see what other people see. A lot of times we think one thing and it's a whole nother thing on your face. It's your body language is crazy, and so I've learned a lot watching myself. So and again, it's not in a vain way at all. It's just I'm learning me, because we don't watch ourselves. Or even if you don't want to watch yourself, whatever. I mean, you're all beautiful. You better know it. Anyways, but if you journal or something, go back and read it. Like, read it from week to week or month to month. I mean, so often we will journal, but we won't go back and read it. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, so that's kind of what I've been doing, and that's where why not you is coming from. Because I know that I'm not the only one that says, no, I can't do that. Like my dreams are so big, they scare me sometimes. They do. I'm going to be honest with you because, why? Why is the reason? You know, and let me tell you guys something. A lot of you guys motivate people every day, and I hope and pray that I'm someone that it is a motivation to at least one person, somebody. You know, I think that it's so important that we don't go through our life lessons and not tell somebody else. I think, how selfish is that? Because some of you are created just to do that, and that's all right. Because it might be to birth the next president, or do you understand? I mean, it's an important role, regardless of what it is. But if it's in your mind, if it's in your spirit, it must be able to be. Okay? And so a lot of times as a motivator, I come from a place where, you know, you guys, I really didn't have the support as a kid. I was singing and I was putting myself in shows, and I was finding music on the radio. It wasn't like I was around music all the time. People were coming to my shows and supporting me, or even putting me in shows. I'm talking about, I was young, you guys, when I started, and I didn't have people notice, but they didn't stop and cultivate it. And that's okay. Maybe it wasn't their job. Maybe I was supposed to go through what I went through so I can talk to you guys. So it's no hard feelings. I'm just being real. I'm just telling you what it is, you know? And so a lot of times, it's, hi Al, how you doing? That's right. It's like sometimes you guys, and I didn't always get that from my community. I didn't get it from, the people that I thought would support me. And it's still like that, to be honest with you. It hasn't really changed. But it's the people like you who show up. It's the people like you who want to hear something, and maybe have your brain tickled a little bit, or whatever it is, whatever reason that you come. I'm glad that you come. You know what I'm saying? But so I didn't think that I could, because maybe I wasn't told a lot. I wasn't told a lot. So I told myself all through school that I was dumb. I had a plethora of teachers that helped me to think I was dumb, and didn't, because I learned differently. So I didn't even when you go to school and you might not have that support system at home, you do want that at school. But because my learning style was different, now you know, looking back, it wasn't me. It was, I didn't have people in my life at the time who would stop to recognize my genius and cultivate it where it was, because I wasn't like everybody else. And that happens a lot in life, because it challenges the other person. It challenges them, and sometimes people aren't up for the challenge. Maybe they're not making enough money. Maybe they're not, it's out of their comfort zone. They would have to go and do some more research. Hi, Renee, how you doing? That's right. So whatever it might be, it's just, you know, maybe your kids aren't getting it, you know, at school either. So that's why it's so important, which is, I'm jumping somewhere else just for a second. That's why it's so important that you pour into your kids, into your teens. You tell them so they tell themselves, because if you don't tell them, society then tells them. And then once they get, so I thought I was fat and ugly, and for a very long time. I mean, talking about this stuff carried into my 30s, you guys. This is not something that just happened like 20 years ago. No, I'm talking about 2, 3. You know what I'm saying? And so these are the things that I began to tell myself, and I can't do this, and I'll never get a high school diploma, because I got a 1.666 all the way through high school, so I would never get a diploma. I wouldn't be able to get it up to a 2.0, because I had people telling me that. So I began to tell myself that. So they didn't have to tell me anymore, because then I fed that to myself. And I don't even know what happened. I think I ended up getting it, obviously, to a 2.0, but I dropped out, and I didn't even get my high school diploma until I was like 21. You know what I'm saying? But think of all this bad crap I told myself from elementary school. So that's why parents and mentors, and you gotta reverse the tape with some of the people that you're working with, that are in your lives, your nieces, your nephews, your sons, your daughters, your students. You have to be, because you don't know how much negative they're getting. Because, you know, if they don't have the positive, we begin to tell ourselves the negative things, and we can make it look like we're not, but we really are, and that's why we haven't moved. Do you know what I'm saying? And so, and all this came from yesterday's live when I watched it, and when I said to myself, when I said to you guys, I didn't think I could get my master's degree. But anyway, what? Why not? What? So anyways, you guys, long story short, you can. Don't let anybody, including yourself, tell you that you're going to have to start. And I have to do it. You have to do affirmations. You have to look at yourself and say, you are beautiful. I don't need somebody else to tell me. Thank you. It's just because I tell myself. You know what I'm saying? You are smart. You have a big, bright future in front of you. You have to tell yourself these things, you guys. This is not a game. This is real. Because you have no idea. Sometimes these tapes are going on just automatically. And we don't even know why we're not moving or why we haven't tried to do X, Y, and Z. Because low-key, we don't think we can. So we stay in these jobs when it's really our, hi, TT, how you doing? So we stay in these jobs. We stay in these relationships. We stay in these things because they become comfortable, but really they're a detriment to our purpose of even being here in life, like our whole purpose. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this stuff is crazy. And so we have to really think about, so I want y'all to think about today, what are you telling yourself? Why not you? If you want someone, if let's just say, I don't know, for example, because I always like to pull stuff from myself because it's easy, and it's the hardest thing for other people, I think, that speak and motivate, because sometimes people don't want to tell on themselves. That's a vulnerable thing. That's hard for some people, and I get that. But honey, I'll be picking right for myself because it's just easier like that. For example, I've told myself my whole life. No, it didn't start with me. My whole life that I would never be small. I would never be able to lose weight. I've seen thousands of people on television, in person, lose weight and be like this bombshell, but I couldn't do it. I was told, you're always going to be a fat little black little girl. You're always going to be this. You're always going to be that. It was like a joke. And I have like a huge family. So while they were joking, this was planting negative seed. This is that black magic that we don't like. This is kind of black magic. This stuff stays with us. It stayed with me over 30 something years. And I just thought, you know what I'm saying? This is deep, you guys. So what are you telling yourself for real, for real? And what is it that you need to, to re-record and tell yourself? So if you told yourself for 30 years, for example, that you'll never do this, now you have to tell yourself that many times. So I have to like tell myself all day long because I got time to make up for. I got to reverse some things. I need to, call out to the universe what I want so it will manifest. Instead of saying I can't, I don't have enough. And I'm telling you, once you start paying attention, you'd be surprised how often you say it or think it. If it's not one thing, it's another. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I would start a business, but like, I don't have this and I don't have that. Honey, do you have a phone? Pick it up and start calling people. That's all. You got a pencil and paper, just write down who you called and just start. But we tell ourselves, well, we don't have this, or I'm going to do it when I lose this weight, or I'm going to do it, but honey, the weight's still there. It's been 10 years. I'm talking about me. I'm just saying. you know? So, yeah. So anyways, I really suggest that, man, I think I'm telling all our stories if we be honest with ourselves, Deborah. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we saying to ourselves? What negative thoughts came from maybe even our parents or childhood friends? I was Kukui. So I grew up in like the southwest side in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and so Kukui was Monster, you guys, and I was like the biggest kid, and I wasn't really fat. I don't even know how to. I kind of was, but not. I was bigger than everybody else. Okay, and I was really, really dark, probably 4 or 5 shades darker than I am. Somebody put a perm in my hair, like a dark and lovely, and all of it kind of fell out. So I'm just going back to like I'm going to 4th grade. I'm going to go to 4th grade on this one. And my hair was really short, and my mom gave me a Jerry curl, right? And so it would rain and stuff all the time, and I would have Jerry curl juice, and then I had really huge gaps in my teeth. And so I remember that. I had really big glasses, like, you know those really big ones. It was just terrible. And I'm going to show you guys a picture one day, and you guys are going to be like, oh my gosh, you're so cute. But I wasn't to the kids. And I was always different. I've always been different. So that's another thing. Like, even the adults would tell me that you're different. But I didn't know different was freaking awesome. I didn't know I was fantastic. I thought I was like poison, and I thought I was dumb, and all these things. Do you understand? So these are the things that I interpreted, and nobody stopped it. So it festered like a disease all the way up until now. To now, I'm starting to, first of all, I'm spiritually grounded, and I do a lot of reflection and a lot of different things that I didn't do before. And ask myself a lot of different questions that I maybe didn't ask before. I kind of just, you just like, oh, I'm just like that. That's all. No, why are you like that? Why don't you I don't like when someone insults my intelligence. You know how somebody will do that? Like you boo-boo the fool or something? Like, are you, like, just be real with me. Don't keep your BS for somebody else. Cause I'm not that one. Because I'm always real. And so when somebody is not real with me, it ticks me off. Because I'm the realest person you gonna get to me. I'm just saying. I'm gonna tell you like it is. And I want you to tell me like it is. I can take it. It's fine. I'm not always right. It's fine. You know what I'm saying? But think about what you're telling yourself. What tape is going on in your head? And you're going to have to reverse some things. We all have some things to reverse. We live in a very cold world. And I'm not saying everybody in it is cold, but it's a cold place to be. I'll say that. And so you're getting more negative than positive. Even if you're looking at the famous actors or your kids are looking at the famous the celebrities and thinking their bodies should be this way, or their teeth should be this way, or I'm getting old, I'm getting gray, I can't, these are things that we're battling. Is set up. We're set up basically to think that way. So we got some things that we got to sit down and be real with ourselves and figure out what it is that's really affecting me, my life, my dream, and my purpose. What is it? What's stopping me? And then ask yourself, why not me? Nobody's better than you are. What? I don't think so. We're all human. We're all of one body. So why is one better than the other? It's your thinking. It's just your thinking. And you are worthy. You are worthy. Okay, so anyways, so that's all I wanted to say, really. So anyways, okay, you guys, so I hope you guys, this was helpful. Think about some things, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I've been really, really thinking about some things myself as well. So one thing that I didn't think I could do was start a company. It's been rough, you guys. I can't wait to talk to you about it. I want to do a whole live about my first year and some months as an entrepreneur. And it's been, whoo, I think I learned more about myself than business. I learned a lot. I've learned a lot, and a lot has changed in me and in the direction I want to go, and it's been a wonderful ride. But I can't wait to share it with you. But one of the things that I do need is your help. As you know, starting a company is super expensive, and it's a wonderful thing because I want to do all these things. And one of the things that I need your help with is my teen program. I have a teen program, BINK. That's right, bringing innovative needed knowledge, where I go in and tell my story to at-risk teens, and then I bring them opera, but I let them rap. And then I introduce classical music that way. And so it's really, really cool. It's a great program. If you want to donate, I would love it. I would really appreciate it. Also, or if you didn't want to donate to the teen program, not a problem. I am also writing a book and getting a couple CD projects going on, and it's just a lot more than, it's just more and more and more. So if you would even donate $1, I would totally appreciate it. I mean, it's helping me to fuel my dream so I can help the millions that I see that I'm supposed to help. So it's going to be a link down there, and again, if you just, like I said, even if you wanted to donate a cup of coffee, it would be appreciated. It's really happening, and I don't know, because I didn't think I could, and then I had to ask myself, why not you? I've worked hard. You have too, and you've been through a lot of stuff. You've been through a lot of stuff. All of us have, because that's what makes us better. That's what makes us grow. And so you take that and know that you're worthy of whatever it is that you see for yourself. Only you know that. Only you know that. But y'all feel me. Anyways, you guys, I love you guys. I'm going to Zumba. So maybe I'll because I'm going to go dance. That's right. That's right. I love it so much. Y'all be blessed, okay? And I'll holler at y'all, I think Wednesday or probably Monday or something for Market Monday. Tune in and buy some stuff. It's like Halloween. No, it's Thanksgiving coming up. Then it's Christmas. You guys can get some great stuff at a great deal. Okay? Love you guys. That's all.